You don't lack discipline. Your brain is trained to avoid it. That's why a 5-minute break turns into an hour of scrolling. And that's why working hard feels painful. Every day, you're reinforcing this wiring without realizing it. But the same brain that's addicted to comfort can be trained to crave effort. In this video, I'll show you, using science, how to reprogram your brain to do hard things.
So, the struggle is real. It never gets any easier. You gotta get harder.
First, you need to understand dopamine, because this is where discipline actually breaks. Dopamine is not pleasure, it's anticipation. Every time you scroll, eat junk, or chase easy stimulation, your brain learns one thing: avoid effort, chase comfort. That's why a 5-minute break turns into an hour, not because you're weak, but because your brain has been trained that way. Now comes the second part, the prefrontal cortex. This is the decision-making center of your brain. It's what allows you to say no, delay gratification, and stay focused. The problem is, it gets tired fast. Stress, fatigue, hunger, late nights, they all shut it down. That's why discipline always fails at night. Not because you lack willpower, but because the control system is exhausted. But here's where discipline is actually built. There's a part of your brain
called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex.
This region activates when you choose discomfort, when you do hard things, and when you don't quit. The more you expose yourself to voluntary difficulty, the stronger this system becomes. Pain doesn't disappear, you just stop resisting it. Finally, the thing which makes all this stuff automatic: habits. Your brain loves automation. Cue, action, reward. When effort is repeated enough, discipline stops being a decision and starts becoming your default. That's when discipline doesn't feel forced anymore. It feels normal. Now that you understand how the brain works, the question is simple. How do you actually build discipline? Not motivation, not quotes, not willpower. A system. First, you must fix dopamine. Right now, your brain is flooded with easy rewards. Scrolling, junk food, constant stimulation. So when real work shows up, your brain compares it and rejects it. That's why it's easy to scroll every day, but hard to study or train. Not because work is harder, but because scrolling is more rewarding. This is also why most people can't wake up at 5 a.m. Their brain has learned that comfort in bed is more valuable than effort in the gym. Discipline starts when you remove easy dopamine, not when you add motivation. Next, you must stop relying on decisions. Your prefrontal cortex, the decision maker, is weak under stress and fatigue. Every choice drains it. What to wear, what to eat, when to train. That's why disciplined people look robotic. Same wake-up time, same routine, same rules. They don't wake up early because they're motivated. They wake up early because there's no debate. No debate, no resistance. Now comes the real work. Discipline is built in the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. This part of your brain grows when you choose discomfort, especially when quitting feels justified. Cold showers, finishing the last set, studying when you don't feel like it. Every time you don't quit, you're training your brain to tolerate pain. Pain doesn't go away, your resistance to pain does. That's why disciplined people don't look happy, they look calm under pressure. Finally, you automate. Cue, action, reward. Wake up, gym, satisfaction. Sit to study, timer starts, progress. The brain loves patterns. Once discipline becomes a habit, it stops draining energy. That's when discipline becomes identity. So discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you condition. And the reason others seem ahead of you isn't talent. It's neurological training. Now let me be honest with you. This will not feel good. You are going to suffer. You will wake up tired. You will want to quit. And your brain will beg you to go back to comfort. That's not a sign that this isn't working. That's the sign that it is. And that's exactly what separates the top 1% from everyone else.